You could set an intro video? Good morning.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's time for your Saturday morning tap-in. I did not hit play, but it just started playing. Okay, the show is technically running itself now. Let's let the Facebook people in. Okay, okay. That was wild, but I love it. I love it, love it, love it. All right, Facebook. Yes. And we're here. And we're here. Everybody. Oh, wait. Instagram, are you here? Oh, Instagram is here. Good morning, Instagram. You're here. Facebook is here. YouTube is here. I am here. Who am I? I am Shamika Cotton, and you are tuned in to the Saturday Morning Tap-In, where we come together every Saturday morning to set intentions, have some positive conversations, and then do a little journaling. So if you haven't already, go ahead, get your journal. I've got the journal we've been working through for this past year. 100 Days of Gratitude. We've been working through these journal prompts. So go ahead, get your journal, get you something to write with, and coffee.
Tap in.
I got me some coffee today. How we doing out there, you guys? Talk to me. Where we at? Okay. Yes, there we go. More 2K3 is here on Instagram. Good morning, Stephen. We are here. Yes, we are. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Gina. Good morning, Regina. It's so good to see you here. Welcome to your Saturday morning tap-in.
Don't never stop if you want to
Coffee
be
is
on
so
top.
good.
Yeah.
Got my coffee. I got my caramel macchiato. What are you guys sipping on this morning? Water, tea. What it be? Good morning, fellow six. Welcome to your Saturday morning tap-in. You guys are so wonderful. You guys come in here on Saturday morning to help the space for us to tap in. Step into who we are unfolding and becoming. I love it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to go ahead with my candle lit, working with my fresh balsam from Bath and Body Works. This one's almost done. That's so good. Aromatherapy. Let me tell you, for me, it's one of the quickest ways. Oh, wait, I knew it. Are you done? Are you done, Cameron? Because if you are, I got a backup. Are you going to burn? Oh, okay, okay. Because guess what? She had a backup one right here. I was like, I don't know how much is left on here, but she ready. Let that be the word. Stay ready. Stay ready. You don't have to get ready. You guys didn't probably see it because I hadn't pushed the live button on Instagram Live yet, and I was still in the process of letting in the Facebook people. But when I hit go live today, the music just started. I didn't get a chance to hit, turn on the music. I was like, okay, the show is really running itself today. Okay, so I receive it. I think I put in a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of energy for the show. So, and it's taking off and doing wonderful things that I'm very grateful for. I'm grateful for this space that we hold together. I'm grateful for this community. So good morning, Nora. Welcome to your Saturday morning tap-in. So good to see you here. And I love that y'all, Miss Red. Good morning. Welcome to your Saturday morning tap-in. I love that y'all are already in the chat, chatting, commenting. So wherever you are, whether you're tuning in on Facebook.com/Shamika Chronicles, or maybe you're tuning in on YouTube.com/Shamika Chronicles. Yes. Or maybe you're tuning in on Instagram at Shamika Chronicles. Wherever you are, feel free to join the chat. Put your comments in the chat, right? And as we do, we set intention. So go ahead. Put your intention in the chat. What intention would you like us to activate today? What intention would you like to share and throw into the pot of intentionality, right? Because a little bit of intentionality goes a long way, right? And it's something that we can use to change the trajectory of our day, our week. What do you want to experience today, right? Whatever that is, put it in the chat and we'll be sure to add it in our moment of setting intentions. All right, I want to see what y'all are writing in this chat, though. So let me put on my spectacles. When the last time y'all heard glasses be referred to as spectacles? Let me put on my spectacles. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. All right. Whoa, Steven, you went to the View on Wednesday and it was Whoopi's birthday. You had an amazing time. Went with my cousins and a young actor I'm mentoring. That is awesome. Whoopi is so amazing. I love Whoopi. I love what she's doing. I heard that she just launched either a sports network or something regarding sports. And I'm just like, Whoopi continues to just pave ways. And so I'm excited to see what this is. I had a wonderful opportunity to work with her many years ago. I got a chance to play the younger version of her character. And the name of the short was called Stream. It was called Stream. And so it was about this woman or this girl, right? It flashed back and forth from the present through time, past, present, and future. It was all blurring together. And what this woman could do, what Jodie could do, was she could project herself to the future. And sometimes she would go between time, but she would get lost, right? And so in one reality, it looked like she was struggling with a mental illness. But the reality was that she had this gift to stream and to go into different realities of time. So yes, I love me some Whoopi. Whoopi. What's up, Breeze? Good morning. Welcome to your Saturday morning tap-in. So glad that you are joining us today. Steven says, yes, and because she's launched the sports network, I got a TV. We all did. What? Are you, what? Shut up, Steven. I mean, don't shut up, but for real? Yo, talk about being in the right place at the right time. You got a free TV? Oh my goodness. Yo, that's amazing. Congratulations. And whatever you're doing to attract wonderful things and experiences in your life, keep doing it. I like to think that, tap in community, we keep each other tuned up so we can be tuned in and tapped in. But that is awesome. So wait, so you guys got a TV. Is there like a package or something that you have to buy? Like, is it like a streaming platform? I'm really curious. And did she give you guys like a year's subscription or some stuff like that? That is amazing. What? And she launched a brand of wine. And so you all got a bottle of that. See, 'tis the season. Yo, I need to find me a talk show to go visit so I can get some gifts, because that's what time of year it is. I remember when I first came to New York, I came around the holiday times. It was winter break. And it was the year before I graduated. And I came to New York and I was staying with my line sister, Tracy, and she was working at the NBC Page program. And at that time, I believe it was the Ricky Lake show was in 30 Rock. We had, of course, Saturday Night Live was in there, and some other shows that the NBC Pages were supporting. And they would take the visitors or the tourists who came to 30 Rock, they would take them around the building and tell them about the history of the building. So anyway, I think it might have been Ricky, where I went to her show. So I got tickets to go sit into the show, and we got gifts. And I feel like I went to multiple shows. I don't know how many shows. I can't really recall, but multiple gifts. I went home after that visit to New York with so many gifts that I gave away to my friends and family, to my godson specifically. I remember one of them was, at the time, Leapfrog was this really big thing. And so we got this toy, and I was able to give it to my godson. Oh, many years ago. But yes, talk shows are giving away stuff now. So yes, I can't wait to see what else they're giving away on these shows. I'll be tuning in to see what Sherry's giving away. What other talk shows? Oh, I wonder what Jennifer Hudson's giving away. You know, all these shows, they're going to be giving stuff away. But welcome, Rico on the radio. Welcome to your Saturday morning tap in. And you guys, go ahead. I want to see it in the chat. What intentions are you setting today for this weekend, for this week? I'll share a little something about what happened to me this week. Oh, and also, let me go ahead. Let me just go on ahead and get a number written down. Let me get this marker so I can write it with more prominence. Let's see if that works. All right, you guys. And I want you all to give me a number. A number between 50 and 100. A number between 50 and 100. All right. I wrote it down. And whoever picks the number or gets closest to it will be picking our journal prompt for today. All right. Fantastic. Fun fact. Ricky's show was in the same studio that became Wendy Williams and is now Sherry. What? No. Really? I don't know. Really? Because Ricky's show, if I remember, and if I'm thinking about where Wendy's show was in Chelsea. Wendy's show is in Chelsea. Or 72nd Street. I know there's also a network, isn't that CBS or something, or Daimler Chrysler on 72nd, right? Oh, no, those are numbers that you're asked. Okay, sorry. You guys are putting in the numbers for... Hello. Hold on. Let me have some more coffee. No. Okay. But I know that there's another studio that's like on the far west side, not as high as 72nd, but it's uptown. But yeah, that's interesting because I could have sworn, but memory has an interesting way of functioning. I could have swore the show I went to was in NBC, but maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I feel like it was. I definitely went to Saturday Night Live, a live taping of that. I think I've been to that twice. One as an extra, which was after I moved here. And one time was while I was here visiting the Page program. Welcome, Torsten. Welcome to your Saturday morning tap in. All right. So this week, this is what we're talking about today. So I joined Toastmasters, and Toastmasters is an organization, it's an international organization where people come together from all over the world. They form clubs and they work on public speaking and other leadership skills. And so I joined Toastmasters this year, and I did my first speech on Thursday with my club. I am a part of the Prosperity Club. If anyone is looking for a club to join, hold on. Okay, sorry, my screen switched. So if anyone is looking for a Toastmaster club to join, you're more than welcome to join the Prosperity Club. We meet every second and fourth Thursday. So it's a really wonderful and supportive community. So I did my first icebreaker, and you guys may find it hard to believe, but I kind of get nervous sometimes when it's time to do public speaking. And I had to think about, okay, so what am I going to talk about? Right. And the same thing that happens to me every Saturday when I'm getting ready for the tap in, or the days before, like, what are we going to talk about? I don't know. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, this is what we're talking about. And so the time that I spent stressing and like anxious about, oh my gosh, I don't know. Am I going to think of something today? It's useless. Like, why do I even bother entertaining the thought of anxiousness? And so anyway, but a part of getting prepared, taking a moment to think about, what are you going to talk about? What is going to be your topic? And you get 4 to 6 minutes to do an icebreaker. And the icebreaker is meant to be an exercise where you introduce yourself to the club and tell them something about yourself. Right? Love and Pinks, welcome to your Saturday morning tap in. And so one of the first things that I noticed on the list of potential topics was, why did you join Toastmasters? Why did you join? And so I took a moment to just think, wait a minute, why did I join Toastmasters? How did I even get here? Right? And so at the time, I think it was a few weekends ago as I was preparing and really just thinking about turning over the ideas of what I was going to talk about. We had Saturday morning tap-in. You guys stay showing up for me and keeping me going. Saturday morning tap-in, we were talking about our 300 things list. And so remember, I had pulled out my journal and I was trying to go through and find, some things that I could say that I marked off my list. But I kept looking after Saturday morning tap-in and just reviewing my list, seeing all the many things that I had put on the list. And I just remembered some people may be new to what the 300 things list is. Let me tell you about it. So the 300 things list is this exercise that I first heard about from Steve Harvey. And the premise is that you make this list of 300 things you want to ask God or the universe for, right? And the challenge is actually coming up with 300 things. Steve Harvey cautions in the videos where he talks about the exercise and explains the exercise that you might get to like 50 and start to feel like I can't think of anything else. And then you challenge yourself to keep going until you get to 300 things. And then you come back a year later and you look at your list and you see how many things from your list has actually happened throughout the year. But there is a part of the exercise where Steve says you read the list every day. And so that part, I never really fully understood the dynamic of that part, because I'm like, well, if you're saying to go back to your list and read it a year later and be surprised, does that mean that you don't read your list every day? Like, I didn't really understand that. But I think I have a new understanding about how to find the balance of writing things down in the list and reading it, and then also still allowing for that element of just surprise of seeing what actually happened. Because the premise is, if you write something down, right, when you write it down, it will manifest, right? It will happen. And it's based on a scripture from the Bible, Habakkuk 2, verses 2 and 3. But it's a universal truth, right? It's not just something you'll find in biblical scriptures. You'll find it in many other truths about writing down. It's a universal principle. When you write things down, they manifest. All right. So I was thinking about, what am I going to talk about for my Toastmasters icebreaker? And then wondering like, wait, how did I even get to Toastmasters? And so I started to backtrack and I was like, well, I know that I met Deborah when I was at the Gold Rush Women's Conference in Chicago in April. And she told me about Toastmasters. And she said that she was a part of this prosperity club and she invited me to join. But I was like, what made me my own kryptonite say yes to her invitation to join her Toastmasters club? And I was like, well, why did I say yes? And then it occurred to me. So I ran and I got my journal of 300 things. And don't forget, put the numbers in the chat of what number you want us to pick for today's journal prompt. And I said, wait a minute. Did I write down something in my 300 things list that was related to public speaking? And I was like, I think I might have. And so I started going through the pages, and lo and behold, item number 2, hold on, let me get to it again. Where is it? Items number 243 and item 244. Okay. This is what I wrote. And that is pretty far down on the list, right? Because I was going through each one. Like, did I write something about public speaking? I think I did. And it was item 243. I make at least X amount of dollars. And I'm not going to tell y'all the number. That's my business. I make X amount of dollars per speaking engagement. And then item number 244, I make X amount of dollars from public speaking engagements, right? So one was per speaking engagement, and the other is how much I made overall from my speaking engagements, right? Now, one could say, well, did you make that amount of money? Have you even gotten paid, Shamika, from public speaking engagements this year? If y'all want to know the truth, I have not. No, I have. I've not been paid from public speaking engagements. But don't miss the message. Don't miss the message. You know, the message is, had I not written it down, would I have even begun to start the journey to become? You guys get that? Right? So, had I not written it down, would I have taken those steps? Right? So, sometimes the things that we write down on our 300 things list, and I have already put it into my calendar. We are going to do it again this year. So if you are interested in doing your 300 things list, or maybe you've tried to do it before, maybe you tried to do it last year with us and you didn't get a chance to finish. We're going to do it again this year over the course of 7 to 8 days. We're going to take one day off for Christmas, right? But the last week of this year, we're going to do our 300 things list. We're going to break it up into manageable bites, and we're going to come together every day, right? Just for 10 minutes and 10 seconds. You know, I'm all about doing a little bit every day to get to where I want to be, right? We'll come together for 10 minutes and 10 seconds, and we're going to work on our 300 things list, right? So put that in your calendar that the last week of December, we are going to do it. But back to what I was saying, is that sometimes writing down your goal will start a chain of events that will lead you there, right? To get to the finish line, you have to begin. And mind you, out of these 300 things on this list, some things are for right now, right? To fully manifest right now as it's written. And some things might be a year from now goal, 2 years, 5-year goal. But the thing is, you can't get to the actual goal if you never start, right? And so for my Toastmasters icebreaker speech, my first speech, okay, I got to do the first one. I got to do it in order to get to item 243 and 244 on my list, right? And that was the name of my speech. I thought that title was pretty intriguing. And I based it around the quote that I kept saying last year was, it's not that you ask for too much, it's that you ask for too little, right? And so that was the quote I used in my speech. And the title, like I said, was item 243 and item 244. And so I encourage you to start thinking about, and let me tell y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something right now. I already started my list for next year. The one that we're going to do at the end of the year, I've already started my 2025 300 things list, right? So feel free to go ahead and get started on it now. Get a jump start. Don't wait to start, just start. But we're also going to come together, like I said, the last week of December and do it together. But woo, I saw something yesterday and I was like, you know what, God, I'll take that. Let me write that on my list. All right. Yes, Stephen. Thank you, says agree with that statement. Thank you very much. Good morning, Miss Earlene. Welcome to your Saturday morning tap in. We are talking about writing down our goals in order to make them happen. And I was just sharing a story about how writing down a goal opened up a way for me to take the first step, which I know will lead ultimately to me accomplishing that goal. Now, remember the thing that I said that I didn't really understand about the 300 things list was this idea of, read it every day, right? There's 300 things on this list, okay? 300 things. And to read that every day, I was like, that might be a bit much. Or was he saying read the list every, I don't know. right? Ultimately, you have to decide what works for you. But what I came to realize as I was going over my list and I was looking for, did I write something down about public speaking? Where is it? And as I was going through my list, right, I noticed, okay, it's a confession session, okay? I noticed that there are things on my list that I have complete control of making happen, and they have and have not happened, right? There are things on my list that were 1000% in my control. And so I thought about that. I was like, And so I think there is a balance to be had, like whether you say, okay, once a month, I'm going to read my list. Once a quarter, I'm going to read and check in with my 300 things list. And this quote came to me as I was just reviewing and having a little bit of retrospection on the things that I wrote down in my list. And it's this quote that says, and I hope I don't butcher it, but pray like it's up to God, but work like it's up to you. Have you guys ever heard that quote before? Pray like it's up to God, but work like it's up to you, right? You could also think of it like this: plan like it's up to God, but work like it's up to you. Which basically is saying, dream big, plan big, pray big, ask big. Don't be afraid to ask for too much. But remember to balance that asking with doing something. And so that was something that came to me this week as I was just re-engaging with my 300 things list and preparing to do it again this year for next year. Just looking at it to see, okay, what am I going to do different for next year? But even before next year, there is still time this year to get some things from your 300 things list done, right? And I'm saying it to myself, Shamika, when I go back and rewatch the recording, Shamika, there are still things you can get done from your 300 things list. So look at your list, see what you can do, see what first steps you can take, right? And also another thing that I encourage you to do with this 300 things list is, as you go through your list, right? And you're being wonderful and kind and graceful to yourself while you do it, okay? You want to do it from a high vibration, right? A loving vibration, right? You want to look at it, CompU 101, right? You want to look at your list and say, okay, say you're going through your list and you're having a hard time seeing that you're checking anything off. Can you see the smallest piece of an item on your list that maybe you started, or maybe you saw a peak of a small cloud of manifestation that happened for a thing on your list, right? For example, like I said, for my item 243 and 244, did I get paid that amount for public speaking? No, but the small kernel, the small cloud of manifestation is, but I did join Toastmasters so I could begin to work on my public speaking, right? So that is the Saturday morning tap-in message for today, right? So many things, so many things. So I encourage you to go ahead and look back over. Don't be afraid if there's anyone out there, you're like, oh, I don't want to look at my list because I'm afraid that I'm not going to see anything that is accomplished. Don't be afraid. I guarantee that if it is not the actual full item accomplished, there will be bits that have been accomplished. And what you can do is praise and celebrate those small things, right? Don't despise small beginnings, right? And then they will grow to be bigger and bigger, right? So yeah, that is something that came to me this week that I wanted to share. Remember, you can plan and pray like it's up to God, but then work like it's up to you. I was also listening to a podcast this morning, right? It is our job to ask for the what, but the how is none of our business, right? Like, how do I do it? How do I make my dream happen? Don't worry about it. Just move toward it. Take some steps toward it. All right. So let us see what we have here for the numbers. Okay, one more time, going once, twice, three times. How's it? 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's it. Okay, put a number in the chat. Thank you, Miss Earlene. Miss Earlene over here on Instagram says yes. Yes, what I'm saying is resonating. It's landing. It's landing, right? I wouldn't be surprised if Whoopi Goldberg had wrote down in her journal or on her vision board, sports network, right? Or wine company. It started somewhere. Maybe that's something that you want to do. You want to launch your own brand of wine or something. Write it down. Write it down. All right. So very interesting. All right. Okay. No, it's the same numbers. Okay. I saw your numbers. All right. So I look at the numbers in the chat. This is it. The number is, wait, why did you turn the page, Shamika? Hold on. Y'all, do y'all know sometimes I have special mornings? Here's the number. Let me make sure you can see it. 61. Nora, come to the front of the class. Nora, come to the front of the class. All right. Here on the screen, please pick a number, and that will be our journal prompt for today. And remember, if you have an intention you want to set for the day, feel free to put that in the chat. If not, I'll just do some mind opening and heart opening intention activations based on what we talked about today, which is more than enough. All right. So Nora, is there a number on the screen that you want to select for today's journal prompt? And I know there's a lag, so I will give you, okay, 98. Why I'm so loud, y'all? Why am I always so loud? Because this is how God made me, okay? She needs to be loud. All right, let me go to 98. Yes. Awesome. Shamika, don't do that. Let's put this card here. All right, so we got our journal prompt. So as we always do every Saturday morning, we come together and we set intentions. So go ahead, wherever you are, get comfortable. If you're sitting down or laying down, wherever you are, maybe you're in a coffee shop and you're having your coffee and you're listening to the Saturday morning tap-in. So just get comfortable wherever you are. Wherever you are, Black Goals Magic, just get comfortable wherever you are. And let's first take some nice cleansing inhales. We inhale and exhale. Being grateful for the ability to breathe today comfortably. Let's take another nice cleansing inhale, breathing in all the love and light in this moment. We inhale. Hold it and exhale. And as we exhale, we are getting more and more relaxed, more and more open. And with each breath, being able to breathe deeper, sending the air to other parts of our body where we may be feeling any tension. If you have identified any tension in your body on this last collective inhale, let's breathe into any place of tension. We inhale. And on the exhale, we breathe out that tension, and we are now feeling more relaxed in that place. More relaxed in our bodies. There's stillness in our minds. We're breathing deeper. We're fully present in this moment. Letting go of anything that came before this moment. Even letting go of what we think may be after this moment, for it is in this present moment that we have all the power. And it's in this place of openness that we turn our attention inward
inward and upward to our higher, highest selves, high vibrations. Letting go of anything that would make us feel down. Setting our intention to rise above. Setting our intention today to allow love to lift us. But first, we must be open. We take this opportunity to think about the things that are on our heart, whether they are goals, whether they are concerns, whatever it is. Calling it to mind and allowing the light of love to enfold it. For love is that power that activates and grows our good. It is actually that force in the universe that attracts our good and more good to us. Let there be love on earth and let it begin with us. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with us. So as we go forward today, as we interact with those throughout our day, throughout our week, in our communities, at work, in the stores, in the coffee shops, while we're out shopping, whether we're online or in person, let love lead. Let love rule. Let love be the highest vibration. And let anything that would get in the way of experiencing this love, let it dissipate into the nothingness from whence it came. And so it is. All right, today's journal prompt, as we stay in this place of openness and love, let us see what Nora has selected for us to journal about today. The journal prompt is: what choices have you made in the last 5 years that you'd thank yourself for making? Let's read that one more time. What choices have you made in the last 5 years that you'd thank yourself for making? We are journaling for 10 minutes and 10 seconds. I am putting the time on the clock. 10 minutes, 10 seconds. The timer is going. We are journaling. And as always, the journal prompt is right on target with what we've been talking about today. So allow this journal prompt to take you deeper and inward, right? Remember, the journal prompt is what gets us down on the page. Whether you answer the journal prompt with one word or one sentence, what we do here for Saturday Morning Tap-In is that we commit to keeping our hands moving across the page or typing on the screen for 10 minutes and 10 seconds. Even if you're typing, I don't know what else to type. I don't know what else to write. Trust me, something else will come out. You will surprise yourself. We are journaling. All right, let me get this journal prompt up on the screen. I already know what I'm gonna write. In the last 5 years, you'd thank yourself. Oh, I love this prompt. I can't wait to hear what some of you are going to share. Welcome, Malaysia. Welcome. Is it Malaysia? Might be. Welcome to your Saturday morning tap in. We are journaling. The journal prompt on Instagram, it's also pinned in the comments, just in case you can't read it on the screen. We are journaling. The timer is going. 8 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Okay. Whew. Hmm. Thank you all for all the love I'm getting on Facebook. I see you guys tapping in on Facebook. Thank you. Ouch. Ooh. Okay. All right. Today is the 16th. Yeah. Welcome, Jazzy, the music junkie. We are journaling right now. So, what choices have you made in the last 5 years that you like to thank yourself for? Feel free to put it in the comments. We are journaling. 6 minutes, 24 seconds to go. Five minutes, 7 seconds to go. We are journaling. Dr. Sharon, what choices have you made within the past 5 years that you like to thank yourself for making? Curious to hear about it. Feel free to put it in the chat. What's up, Miss Parker? Hi, Renee. Welcome to your Saturday morning tap-in. Y'all, I love journaling. Okay. Where does this stuff come from? From inside. 4 minutes, 11 seconds to go. Mm. Three minutes, 16 seconds to go. Two minutes, 3 seconds to go. We are journaling, and it's a good one. We are almost there. 56 seconds to go. Oh my gosh. Time is running out. Okay, keep going. We're almost there. My pen's trying to run out. Five, four, three, two, one. We are done journaling. Captivate Cleveland. We just finished journaling about what choices have we made in the last 5 years that you'd like to thank yourself for making. What choices? Welcome the real motivation. Welcome. So, for those who were able to journal, congratulations. Love on yourself. Give yourself some credit because that was a choice you made. A choice you made to allow yourself to do something good for yourself. Journaling. All right. So feel free, as we do every Saturday, if there is anything that you like to share from your journaling. Like I said, your journaling is your business. You don't have to share. I just say that every Saturday I'm going to share what I journaled, just as something to show that you don't have to know what you're going to write about. It doesn't have to be perfect. Or maybe you had an aha moment from today. If there is something that really landed for you today, feel free to also put that down in the comments and in the chat, especially for those intentional beings who watch Saturday Morning Tap In on other times of the day, other days of the week. I appreciate your comments and your feedback. I love seeing them, and feel free to share that, to share anything in the comments. All right. So, okay, Nora, who blessed us with this amazing journal prompt today, wrote, I thank myself for staying committed to love and church. I thank myself for the journey of growing and becoming a better person. That is a good one. Yes. Staying committed. And that's a daily thing. So that is some work that you put in, staying committed to love, staying committed to her church community, right? And I like to think that by being a part of your church community, that helps you to like reset and reconnect, right? So that you can be refueled and go through your day or your week. So that is definitely a choice that I see has paid off wonderfully for you. And I am so grateful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Some more 2K3 wrote, I'll sum mine up in a simple statement. Sometimes you have to give it all up to gain it all. Wow. Sometimes you have to give it all up to gain it all. Sometimes you got to let some things go. Sometimes you got to let some things go. I hear you, right? Sometimes you got to let some things go in order to open up and make room for the new, right? Surrender, even. It could be simple as surrendering or releasing. Just, that was powerful. Yes. I love the simplicity of it, because listening to it, you can take that morsel and apply it to so many different things in your life. I know that there's somebody listening right now that's just like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly something that resonates for me. So yeah, that was beautiful. That was wonderful. All right. So here we go. And I'm going to read mine, and I'll wait to see if there is someone else who has maybe just tapped in and they're getting courage to share. Renee, you're never late. You are right on time, and you can always rewind the recording. So grateful that you are here. All right. This is what I wrote, y'all. What choices have you made in the last 5 years that you thank yourself for making? I wrote, wow. I love how this journal prompt is in alignment with what we've been talking about today. You can't get to the finish line if you don't first show up at the starting line. Did y'all hear what came out in my journal prompt? I think that's a t-shirt or a mug. Don't be surprised, okay? You can't get to the finish line if you don't first show up at the starting line. That was it. That's not all. I wrote more, but I shocked myself. I love that, okay? Y'all can use that. Feel free to use it, okay? All right. So first, I'd like to thank myself, just like my sister Niecy Nash did in her Oscar speech. I'd like to thank me for saying yes to Deborah's invitation to join her Toastmasters Club. I want to thank me for becoming a member of Brick Arts Media and taking the classes to get certified in TV studio producing. It all started here. Watch and see. Okay. Woo! Y'all, I tell you, I'm gonna thank me for starting and following through with this Saturday morning tap in. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do, because not only do you all get to witness my journey, I get to witness your journey. I get to witness your journeys, which are magical in and of themselves. And together, all of us, this is a powerful community. And so I am so grateful. I am so grateful that you all tune in every Saturday, or whenever you tune in, whether you're watching the replay on youtube.com/Shamika Chronicles. But this has been an amazing tap in. And oh my gosh, I am getting so good with time. We're actually under time. But I'm gonna take it. But thank you all for tuning in to Saturday Morning Tap In. Thank you all for your comments. Thank you for sharing intentions and journaling and just sharing your presence. For those who just tune in to listen in, because it gives them something inspiring to listen to while they're working, while they're walking. I feel your presence. I thank you for your energy. And until next time, let's see, wait, what's next time? Next week is the 25th, right? No, how about 7? That's the 23rd. So this Saturday before Thanksgiving. All right, so I'll see you all next Saturday. Don't forget, a little bit of intentionality goes a long way. Don't forget the powerful intentions that we set today. Go out and expect to see intentionality working in your life. All right, I'll see you all next Saturday, 9:30 Eastern time, right here. Facebook at Shamika Chronicles, Instagram at Shamika Chronicles, YouTube.com at Shamika Chronicles. I am Shamika Cotton, and I will see you then. Take care. Bye for now.